Hello, welcome to Classic Johnny's Breakdown. I will be breaking down the fight between Jon Jones and Alexander Gustafsson 1. So let's cut to the chase. First round, Jon looks very calm, relaxed, patient, and Alexander is very active, kinda look a bit nervous, which might affect him later rounds. Reason behind this probably is that this is his first title fight, after all. Both fighters trying to feel out each other and to find their distance. Jon in a more stationary way and Alexander with more movement, especially going in and out really fast. I think that this approach from Alexander's side surprised Jon a bit. Even though Jon never had this long opponent, his handling Gustaffson dedicated attacks good, especially by having a lot of success kicking, mostly with oblique kicks, keeping him in a distance. At 2 minutes and 23 seconds, we have biggest moment in the round. I think straight sniper right hand from Gustaffson glazing Jon's head over his right eye, making him bleed. After this moment, Jon doesn't look calm as he was before, and Alexander picks up the pace even more at this point. At exactly 4 minutes into the round, we have second biggest moment in the fight. We have Alexander putting down Jon Jones on the ground by a single leg for the first time in Jon's career. But Jon got up. For me personally, it was not really a big deal because Alexander haven't done anything with this takedown. He haven't made any damage or passed the guard or went for submission. But with rules back in the day, this was a big deal for scorecards. That's for sure. So we have at 4 minutes and 35 seconds, Jon pokes Alexander and finishes round with strong elbow from clinch. I want to point out Jon's way of thinking and fighting here and Alexander's takedown defense at this exact moment. Why? Well, you can see, I'll show you why. You can see that Jon is trying to take Alex down with single leg. But Alex is doing a great job defending by taking right underhook with his right arm and controlling Jon's right elbow with his left arm. When Jon lifts Alexander let go with this underhook and Jon goes for double leg, exposing his head a bit too deep in. So then Alexander feels that, goes immediately for guillotine choke, grabs the wrist with the other hand, at which point Jon doesn't want to risk getting caught and lets go of double leg, slips out his head and goes for maximum damage elbow, exploding up. Alexander, after letting go of the guillotine, he was trying to grab onto Jon so he can control him like before, but he couldn't, because Jon was too fast for Alexander to think and react. Alexander had to think what will Jon do and react off of that, but I think Jon wasn't thinking. He was in the moment, going on his instinct. If he was thinking, he won't be that fast. That shows why Jon is the most talented guy there is in a fight game, and also shows how good Alexander's takedown defense is against an opponent like Jon. Second round. Well, nothing really huge happened in this round. Alexander trying to utilate his jab and constantly trying to time that left hook. He's still light on his feet and throwing a lot of feints and using lateral movement. Jon is trying to catch Alex with spinning side kicks, but never lands clear. Alex gets caught with clean elbow, though, through the middle by Jon. And also at one moment he caught Alex with left and right high kicks. Pretty hard. But Alex saved them really like they were nothing. Really close round, I would say, but seems like Jon landed more clear shots and this one goes to him. I would say tie, 1-1. Then we go to the third round. In the third round, Gustaffson found range for his hands now pretty good. He put few combinations on Jon, mixing jab to the body with jab to the head, hook to the head, and uppercut. Few of those landed clear. Jon got few high kicks and oblique kicks, but most part Alex was more active. I could feel Jon is saving himself for the championship rounds. In my opinion, Alex edged Jones in this one 100%. And then after this round we have a fourth one. The first minute and a half, Alex had success with that right hand few times. Jon answered with few jabs, good straight jabs fast. Then Alex again with few combinations, getting Jon with left hook, uppercut and straight to the body. Alex's boxing for MMA is so efficient, and after he finds the range, he's usually doing 2 to 3 punch combinations only. He doesn't mix it more. He just 2-3 combination fast in and out. Jon becomes a little frustrated. His eyes are swollen and one is bleeding hard from those punches. He tried to take Alex down, put him on the fence, but seems like Alex's wide stance and huge body are too hard to take down, especially being in a fourth round so slippery. Alex keeps landing combinations, but he gets a little tired at this point from those combinations, and Jon lands beautiful left high kick, which doesn't land 100%, but if I can measure it like that, I would say it was 80%, which is pretty strong. Jon was trying to land that left step in elbow, but couldn't for the most of the time. Alex was ducking under every time he tries to land it, but eventually Jon landed the elbow. It stunned Alex a bit, and at the last minute of the round, Alexander looked really tired, I think, and Jon landed this big spinning elbow and was chasing Alex around when he caught him once again, this time with the spinning elbow, which cuts Alexander open on top of his head. Last few seconds of the round, Jon chased down Alex and got him with pretty nice shots in the clinch, but Alex survived. For me, this is the crucial round for this fight, and it could go either way, really. Alexander dominated the most part, but Jon finished it so strong that you could argue. In my opinion, I think I would give it to Gus, and it would be 3-1. Going to the fifth round. Fifth round was great show of heart for both fighters. Both landed clear shots through the round. At 1 minute and 58 seconds, Jon scored a takedown. Haven't done anything with it, but was enough to secure the round and make Alex more tired. He was tired till this point, more than Jon, that's for sure. He landed a few elbows, high kicks. Then Alexander on the other side landed a few straight rights. But Jon won that round, that's for sure. In my opinion, this was 3-1. First, third and fourth round went to Alexander, and second and fifth to Jon. This is clearly one of my favorite fights I ever watched in MMA. Two huge guys showcased great technique and heart. They showed us why we love the sport. Nothing but respect for both, and I cannot wait for the second fight.